Hey guys, this is the Manifest Monday weekly reading for the week starting May 20th, and this will end on May 26th. So, there's a lot going on right now, right? You know, just a lot in general. And I think we're all at a point right now where, you know, we're confused. We don't know what's going on, you know. We're feeling like we're making changes, you know, we're feeling like we're doing this, we're feeling like we're doing the most, but maybe getting the least. Right? Well, perhaps some of us are feeling like we're giving too much and not receiving enough. Right? I know I'm feeling that so much. And, you know, maybe it's leading to this kind of feeling where you're feeling backstabbed, betrayed, you know, taken down. Like, you know, this is some heavy shit, right? Like, let's not sugarcoat it. You know, we're feeling emotional. It's an emotional roller coaster, right? For some of us, we're being told to pull back, you know, pull the emotions out and look at things not subconsciously, objectively, without emotion, right? Well, for some of us, that's leading to this nonsense, right? Creative blocks, or, you know, prisons, or, you know, feeling stuck in conflict, right? There's a lot going on. 3 planets are in retrograde. I am so sorry. For some reason, Jess tried to FaceTime me just now, so we're gonna just continue, guys. I'm so sorry. The video is still recording. Love it. Hello, are we here? What's going on? Okay, the video's being weird. I apologize. I'm just gonna run with it. And you know, like I was saying, so we have Jupiter in retrograde, calling for us to move up, things to expand, whatever the lesson is that we need to learn from Jupiter. Eventually, I think I'm gonna go into a video probably about that. Soon. Stay tuned for that, and also a video on Pluto and Jupiter, and really go into depth about what those mean and how the cards kind of play in. Maybe we'll do a reading with them as well, just like a refresher reading that we can kind of go back to. But I can tell you this much. Right now, this leveling up that we're all feeling, that's Pluto. Pluto in Capricorn is really pushing us outside of our comfort zone and really having us go and work hard for what we want. Okay, Capricorns are already hard workers. They already put a lot of time and effort into things. They, you know, they get what they want. They're overachievers, you know, and they will stop at nothing to get what they want. I feel like right now, that's what we're being forced to do. To get what we want, you know, which is amazing, right? But then why do we feel like this? Well, it's a 2-for-1 special, kind of. Because the lesson here is, don't give out too much if you're not getting enough back, right? If we look here, you know, there is a scale. So it's very, you know, there's a Libra sense here as well, even though this is a pentacle, so it's an earth card. But that hint of Libra in there, in the sense of like justice, karma, you know, getting what you receive, reaping what you sow, you know, where is all that coming? And why are we feeling like this? Well, we're leveling up, right? Which is amazing. All of us are at different spots in this level up. However, we're all struggling at the same time. Why? I think it boils down to we're afraid of the success. And we're kind of stuck on a crossroads. So we're feeling a little heavy, like let's sabotage it, right? Or let's just avoid it, which is going to keep us here. But the planets right now, just the way they are in retrograde, and in both of them, Jupiter is retrograde in Sag, which is its home planet. Pluto's retrograde in Capricorn, and Saturn's retrograde in Capricorn, which is its home sign. It's a lot. They aren't having it. Capricorn and Sagittarius are going to feel it the most. If you have Capricorn or Sag placements and anywhere in your chart, you're going to be feeling this pretty significantly. So Pluto's calling us to transform, right? To level up. And we're doing that. But I think a lot of us are afraid of success. We've been so used to being like maybe like stagnant, or like here, it's like, well, now what? What's going to happen next? Well, that's amazing, but like, what if it doesn't work out? Then what? Right? And then I'm back to square one, and I'm like, so like, what's even the point, right? Right. Enter this. Let me just sabotage, right? Right. We're our own worst enemy, right? Then enter in Saturn. Okay. Enters in both of these cards again. So Saturn is like in retrograde is a double dose of karma. What do I mean by that? Well, here's what I mean. Saturn deals with karma. It's a planet of karma. It's very karmic. The lesson that the retrograde is trying to teach you is a karmic lesson from a past life that you have yet to learn. And if you've learned the lesson, awesome. Then the karma will be received in a positive manner, and you'll get that karma tenfold. If you don't receive any like good karma right now, it's because you have a lesson to still learn, and it's going to be a harder lesson. And if you don't learn it now, things are going to get increasingly more difficult until you learn the lesson. And if we don't learn the lesson this retrograde cycle, the next time Saturn's in retrograde, which will be another year, most likely, give or take, it's going to be much more than that. Saturn also likes to slow things down. It deals with time. It wants you to slow down and really pull back and look at things objectively over things and be like, okay, what can I fix here? As a result, so here's your karma, right? We're getting things, we're trying to put out good karma, but yet we're feeling like this. It's because sometimes people don't deserve this. And that's the lesson that I think a lot of us right now are learning and need to learn. Is we need to learn when to set the boundary, when to put the foot down, when to, be like, no, myself. I'm living up, pulling out, bye, deuces, whatever you gotta do, to be like, I'm tired of feeling like this. Not just by myself, but by other people that are backstabbing me, betraying me, just because after everything I've done for them. Yeah, no. I feel like right now a lot of us are learning that lesson. I feel like that has to do with Saturn. Right? But also Pluto, because Pluto's calling us to transform, to really focus on us, move forward. Saturn, retrograde, karma, and also time slows down. So you might not feel like you're making progress, but you're making shit tons of progress. But it doesn't feel that way. A lot to read in just 2 cards, right? For this week. So, that was basically the whole reading right there. I'm going to pull more cards. Right? I'm sure all of us would agree on that. But you know what? This week, once we get past that heartbreak and that initial feeling of stuff, there's some good things that come forward. Yeah. There are some good things. And I was telling this to Jess, every week seeing you guys is for me, it's like a therapy session. It's like a place I can be myself, where I don't have to hide behind some facade or mask. I can be who I need to be able to be my true authentic self, you know what I mean? And this is the first time, and probably ever in my life, that I'm choosing to not be as independent. You know, I'm choosing to be a little more dependent on people I care about, and people that I can trust, you know? It's gratifying every week to be able to come here and write and escape for 4 hours out of, you know, the many hours that were awake throughout the rest of the week. You know, yeah, I have, you know, my Cody. I love Cody to pieces. You know, I have my family that I can escape to, but no one quite understands certain things like, you know, we do. And I'm just really grateful for you guys. I just wanted to put that out there and just let you know. So thank you. Next 2 cards out. 10 of Pentacles and Strength. So guess what? Look at this. It's complete opposite, right? We get more Pentacles. So now we're not... The karma is paying off here, right? But then also, now we're having the courage to avoid the heartbreak. We like that. That's really good. And bottom of the deck is a nice little read in itself. 4 of Pentacles. So we might feel a little stuck at first, or we're being stubborn. Stop being stubborn. King of Pentacles. Accept the grounded offerings if you're dealing with an earth sign or a Leo. They're coming in pretty strong for you. If you're dealing with a Scorpio, they also want to help. They're good for you this week. Hang on to them. But this is also signifying a rebirth is happening, guys. You're probably saying, John, another one? Yeah, another one. But this one I feel like is on a much deeper level. Much deeper. And then, look at this. Here's the best part, right? Right now we have the Magician and Ace of Pentacles. We have all the tools to be able to obtain the opportunity of success, and just like, not even necessarily financial success, but just success in general that the universe has to offer. Don't be afraid. Take it. I'm not going to put that into the reading, but just a little bit of extra insight. So, ooh. Okay, that 5 of Pentacles was like really trying to come out. Feeling stuck, not asking for help. 5 of Wands, bottom of the deck, leads to conflict. Guys, okay, there we go. There's a back and forth dichotomy, right? Let me look at it. It's right here. Right? Going back and forth. We start the week off, you know, on Monday, feeling like we're hurt, we're tired. You know, this is normal for Saturn retrograde to feel anxious and to feel depressed and sad, and it's a fun time. Then, you know, we're looking at like midweek. So like we're thinking like, you know, Thursday, you know, Wednesday, Thursday, we're starting to feel better. Things are taking a turn. The money's coming in. We're feeling a little more powerful, more in tune. But then by Friday, Saturday, why are we feeling like this? We're feeling stuck again. It's leading to conflict. Why? Are we not taking the help? Are we not taking our strength? Or do we not? Or are we afraid to? What's the deal? You know what? Let's clarify it. I was going to do an extended, but we can just do this extended in here right now. Let's clarify 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Why are we feeling stuck? Why are we being led to conflict? Oh, none of us found that, huh? Oh. Triggered. The Emperor, 8 of Swords. Check it out. If you're dealing with an Aries, Aries are really going through it right now, and they're healing a lot of wounds. Chiron is in their sign, which is an asteroid, and it has to do with healing. So they're healing some really deep wounds, and it's causing them to feel a little stuck sometimes. Mars, I think, is still in Cancer. In Cancer. And that's questioning our emotions and making them run a little awry. The other thing here, I think, is like, it's very polar opposites, right? It's like either you could be like an Aries, charge forward and run with that fire. You know where you want to go, right? Run with the fire. Okay. Yeah. Or you can stay stuck here and not learn the lesson. Right? It's kind of like we're playing this back and forth game, like right? No. I'm saying no, but I mean, I'm guilty of it too. We're all guilty of it right now. We want to move on, but you're like, but do we? Right? But do we? If this is about your life path, you need to make some changes. What those changes are, I don't know. Travel, maybe leaving something behind. And it's leading to internal conflict and feeling stuck. The advice here is don't be too impulsive, though, because that's going to make you even more stuck. But really think it through. Okay? I'm going to put those back in there. Let's see what pops out. So let's look at the end of the week. Ooh, these cards are a little... Now they want to be chatted. It's like, oh, tell me more. Whoa. I almost did. Almost a whole chunk came out, but not quite. Alright, so there it is. End of the week. Oh. Wow. Wow. Okay. Why am I saying wow so much? Great question. Great question. So here's the actual card that popped out, 3 of Wands. Something will be left behind by the end of the week. Whether it's this whole stuck feeling, this 5 of Cups, 5 of Wands, BS, like we're done fighting with ourselves. We're moving on, we're accepting that. Or maybe it has to do with this nonsense. Right? And this nonsense. So let's just throw all of this in here. It's a lot of major arcana. I'm gonna try and that's why I was like, ooh, because this is a big message. Let's check it out one by one. So we have Judgment. Something's going to be revealed. Karma possibly coming around. Could be either one. Something to do with a Taurus possibly, or traditions that need to be broken and let go of. This tower has been showing up so much lately for Gemini season. I feel like just everyone's going to get a tower moment. It's just a matter of when's it going to hit. 8 of Cups. We need to leave something behind. Again, like this leaving behind is a theme. Specifically, in this particular case, it's related to our past. Possibly with a love relationship or a Gemini. If it's none of these, it just needs to happen in Gemini season, and you need to take a risk to move forward. Possibly with a Sagittarius. If it's not with a Sagittarius, then you need to take a risk that's going to give you some balance, whether it's life-work balance. But you know what, though? I'm reading the Lovers also as balance because there's 2 of them. right? The twins need to be in sync for the Gemini to be fully effective, right? The end of the week looks explosive, to say the least. And by explosive, it doesn't need to be like in a dramatic way. It doesn't need to be anything bad. It could just be a self-realization. It could be, the Tower in this case. It doesn't need to be something negative. I think something will be revealed, or karmically something will be revealed, or it's just something's gonna happen and you're gonna feel like, aha, I'm free. Let's clarify the major arcana, but it's a lot, so let's just pull out one final outcome card. Let's see what we got. It was a lot. Oh. But is it? Hello? But is it? The High Priestess and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The less we trust our intuition right now, the less success, money, self-worth we begin to feel. And if that's not what's the ultimate lesson here. The High Priestess has been popping up a lot. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, also been popping up a lot. Needing to cut people off, remove things out of our lives that aren't working for us anymore. Even if it makes us feel stuck and confused. Like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't know what to do. You gotta do it. Because it's going to lead to plenty of new opportunities in relationships that are much better than what you have right now. Guys, we need to start this week. I know I didn't do Taurus readings. I'm sorry. April and May were pretty hectic, as you guys know. I'll be starting Gemini videos sometime this week, probably. So stay tuned for that. Gemini season's gonna be interesting. There's a lot going on here, like a lot. And this week, Gemini season started today. And I feel like we just need to really do some soul searching this week and figure out where's that strength that we can pull out to trust our intuition to give us what we need to move forward to the next level, to get out of this karmic cycle and to get to the good karma if we feel like we're on the bad karma side right now, or somewhere in the middle. Where can we find the split, right? So that is that. So what would I manifest this week? Obviously up to you, but if you want something specific, I would manifest strength, manifest good karma, manifest not being stuck, and manifest love, specifically self-love, and manifest the strength. I know it's the strength, also the strength to leave stuff behind that maybe we don't want to leave behind. Alright? I'm not saying that all needs to be done this week, but if we manifest it, we can start planting those seeds to get into place. Because the clock's ticking in. September is going to be here before we know it. And that's when the retrograde's over. Alright guys, I will talk to you all soon. I love you, and we will talk more soon in the Gemini videos. Alright, bye.